What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In 1969, a small theme park known as Lightwater Valley in the UK opened to the public for the first time. Founded by Robert Staveley, over its years of operation, the park had seen 11 coasters, including the Ultimate, which at the time was the longest roller coaster in the world. The park provided an inlet for fairly new companies to test products, concepts, and ideas, so this resulted in a lot of original rides and attractions. Of these new products came a first-of-a-kind coaster that seemed to do well for the park. Featuring two inversions and bumping up attendance tenfold, the concept was an immediate success and stayed that way for a little while. However, as time went on, it began getting ridiculed for its roughness and criticized as a copycat coaster. But why was this, and where's the coaster now? This is the past, present, modern day story of Lightwater Valley's Soopa Loopa. Designed and built by roller coaster manufacturer Soopa, Soopa Loopa debuted in June of 1988 at a cost of nearly £4 million. With two notably intense back-to-back vertical loops, it remained in operation at that park until 1994, after it was eventually closed off due to difficulty of accessing the area in the event of an emergency, and partially to assist the park in resolving its financial troubles after a $5 million investment had been made on the Ultimate. By this time, it was returned to Soopa, the coaster's original manufacturer, where it sat at their facilities for just a few short months. Eventually, the coaster sold to Granada Theme Parks, which intended to install it at American Adventure, just 2 hours away from Lightwater Valley. In 1995, Soopa Loopa opened once again under the name Iron Wolf, and would throw riders for a further decade. However, during this time, the coaster saw many legal issues that resulted in a few court cases and an unprecedented amount of name changes. 1996 saw it named Gladiators, and because Gladiators was copyrighted to Granada, who had sold the park to John Broom's Venture World creator of Alton Towers, the attraction was renamed Twin Looper in 1998. To blend in with the adjoining JCB World attraction, the coaster was renamed and repainted again in 2003, this time as JCB Twin Looper. Yellow was also used to color the ride. When JCB's sponsorship deal expired in 2005, the name was returned back to its original form. Sadly, shortly after that, the park closed in 2006, and the attraction was once again disassembled and put into storage. However, the ride's recent history seemed to have little effect on interest from potential buyers, and in less than a year, the coaster was once again sold with ease, but this time, it'd be leaving the country. Purchased by a park whose name I'd rather read than say, the coaster was set to open in Poland for the 2007 season, and it did just that. It was repainted gray with green supports before coming to the park, but it also came with a sponsorship from Tic Tac, hence the newly formed name, Tic Tac Tornado. The ride was then dubbed Tornado once again after the arrangement with Tic Tac appeared to be over, and so its name was changed to another thing I refused to try and say in 2018, but in English the equivalent would be Devil's Loop. Up until now, the coaster has stuck with that name and continues to be one of their star attractions in the park. But this doesn't necessarily mean it's a good coaster. Up until now, the thing has gotten a ton of hate from both enthusiasts and the GP for one of two reasons that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. For one, the coaster has become pretty darn rough after its multiple relocations and track issues. For two, the coaster can definitely be seen as a knockoff as well of Schwarzkopf's looping models, of which also use a similar track design and support system. It also has a various amount of other problems involved with maintenance and some nitpicky things. But regardless, Soopa Loopa was and is certainly a one-of-a-kind coaster that did some good and bad for the community. It led to the creation of two others like it, both of which are still in operation today, and I hope to ride any of them myself sometime. That was again just another short analysis of a coaster that I thought was intriguing and made a small impact on the community here. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. I'd encourage you to subscribe and like if you support us in our efforts to grow the channel. It would really mean a lot. Again, my name is Josiah, and this has been a past, present, modern day story of Lightwater Valley's Soopa Loopa. Stay tuned for a video coming at you in 2 days. I'm open to suggestions in the comments if you guys want to see any content created, so you can go ahead and leave those down there. But until then, we'll see you there. See ya.